So you're getting ready to launch your first short-term rental? Perfect. You're in exactly the right place. We're going to dive into guest communication today. And I don't mean just, answering questions. No, we're talking about the system that makes a stay feel absolutely seamless and professional. Let's start with a hard truth about this business. When something goes wrong, a guest is frustrated, check-in is a mess, maybe you get a bad review. Our first instinct is to blame the property, right? But what if the real problem, the root cause, wasn't the sticky lock or the Wi-Fi, but a vague message sent days earlier? And believe me, these little communication hiccups, they create huge, stressful problems. I mean, who wants that late-night call from a guest who's stuck outside in the rain because they can't find the lockbox? Or answering the same question about the Wi-Fi password for the 5th time. These aren't just minor annoyances. They drag down your reviews and pile on the stress. But here's the good news, and it's really good news. Almost all of this is preventable, and I'm going to show you how. So that really gets us to the heart of the matter. See, the biggest trap that new hosts fall into, and I see it all the time, is being reactive. It's like playing defense all the time, just waiting for a question to come in. To really operate like a professional from day one, you have to flip that script. You need to move from just answering questions to proactively guiding your guest. So let's just totally reframe what we mean when we say guest communication. It's not just about being nice or polite in your messages. It's a system. It's a structured process for guiding your guest. And the entire goal is to build their confidence and just get rid of any and all uncertainty. And you know what? This whole process, it kicks off way, way before your guest even steps foot on the property. It starts the second they read your listing or send that first message. The way you answer a simple question about parking isn't just data transfer, it's a demo of how professional you are. A great answer doesn't just give information, it sells them on the idea that you are a host who has it all together. Okay, so this is how we solve it. We need to adopt a professional mindset. And what that really means is you've got to stop thinking of communication as just this random chain of text messages. Instead, you need to see it as a structured system, a journey with clear stages, where every single message has a purpose. Man, I love this quote. It just nails the difference, doesn't it? Amateurs are basically firefighters, always putting out fires that pop up. But professionals? They're architects. They design a journey where those fires don't even start. In a way, you're basically cloning yourself. You're building a system that delivers that perfect, welcoming experience every single time, which frees you up to deal with what really matters. So you might be thinking, okay, great idea, but how do I actually do that? Well, you use a framework. It's that simple. By breaking down the entire guest experience into these clear, distinct stages, you can build a communication system that is totally repeatable and make sure nothing ever falls through the cracks. All right, this flow right here, this is your roadmap. It's your game plan. It starts with the inquiry, where you're just building trust. Then after the booking, you confirm everything and set clear expectations. Pre-arrival is all about the practical stuff, checking codes, directions, all that. During the stay, you're available for support. And finally, checkout should be totally simple and clear. Every stage has a job. And look, the goal at every single one of these stages is the same. Reduce friction. Make it easy. Just put yourself in their shoes for a second. You just got off a long flight, you're tired, you're in a new city. The last thing on earth you want to do is solve a puzzle to get into your rental. A guest who doesn't have to guess is a happy guest. Period. Okay, so now you've got the framework, the what and when. But that's only half the battle. The other half is the how. How you actually say it. The quality and the tone of your communication are absolutely critical. The tone of your messages really sets the stage for the whole stay. You want to be clear and professional, for sure, but also warm. Nobody wants to feel like they're talking to a corporate bot, right? It's that perfect blend of calm, helpful, and human that makes a guest feel truly looked after and respected. Okay, let's look at a real-world example. This is so common. A guest asks about checking in early. The fast but vague reply, "Maybe, I'll check," feels like you're helping, but you're actually just creating more anxiety for them. Now they have to wait and wonder. But look at the other option. It's brilliant. It sets a clear boundary. We can't guarantee it, but then it solves their real problem, which is what to do with their bags. That is a pro-level response. All right, let's tie this all together and talk business, because this isn't just about making people feel warm and fuzzy. This is about running a smarter, better, more efficient operation. When you nail your communication, the results are huge and they compound. Higher trust leads directly to more booking confidence. Smoother arrivals mean your phone isn't ringing at 11 p.m. And all of that, it leads to a better guest experience, which means stronger reviews, which helps you build a professional, profitable business. See how it all connects? And that really brings us to the most important point of all. Stop thinking of communication as something on your to-do list, like taking out the trash. It's not an admin task. It is a fundamental part of your experience design. You are literally designing how your guest feels at every step of their journey. So what's the bottom line? Your job is to be the guide. Guide your guest clearly, confidently, every step of the way, from that very first question they ask all the way to checkout. When you do that, the entire experience just feels different. It feels organized, confident, and deeply trustworthy. So I'm going to leave you with a little piece of homework, a challenge, really. Tonight, go and read your own messages. Read your booking confirmation, your check-in instructions, and be really honest with yourself and ask this question. Am I making their journey feel guided, or am I making it feel confusing? The answer to that question, well, that's where becoming a true professional really begins.